Yeah, come on!
Welcome to the Yeah Come On Show with Southside Steve.
Yeah, come on, and welcome to Hump Day. We're humping, and I hope you're humping. And I mean that in every way hump is.
Did you put a picture of a camel on your feed, your Facebook feed?
No, I did not.
Don't you have a friend that does that all the time?
That would be, well, yeah, it's Kevin. He's on the air in Springfield, Missouri. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what channel he's on, but he's been there like 30 years. We did college radio together and interned at 96 Rock together. And I got the in with weekends and doing mornings, and he didn't, so he took it way north. And he went with a couple of different people. You know, it's kind of cool to see how certain people in college radio bounced around. They all ended up in Savannah on Channel Z or Augusta. Was it Augusta? They were in Augusta. That's right, Channel Z. For anybody out in Augusta.
Was that a TV channel? You mean TV?
No, it was like an alternative kind of music station. And that went away, and then they all splintered, and some went to Texas, some went to Springfield, Missouri, and he stayed on the air there. So, yeah, every hump day, he has a picture of him with a camel, on a camel, or his daughter feeding a camel. Every hump day. And I'm like, I've been around a camel, but I just didn't, I was young, so I didn't know. I didn't know about hump day. So, whatever. Chloe Malas, who is right now, that's why we don't have her for these 2 weeks. I've been dying to talk to her because she was around the Taylor Swift wedding. That'll all be old news by the time she gets back, but she's in Greece right now. She's half Greek. Her husband's full Greek, and they're celebrating her 40th birthday. Mm-hmm. And me and the wife had an invite, and I'm like, yeah, I just can't trot off to Greece to celebrate her birthday. I wish I could, but hey, I just don't know. You see some people do that. I'm like, you got to work for yourself and have silly money. I call that silly money.
Yeah.
It's just
because her husband is pretty successful too, right? He's got some line of gyms or something.
He's got gyms, he's got restaurants, and he's been on the front of Men's Health 3 times due to his abs and his overall physique.
Well, that's no NBC News, is it?
No.
Okay.
NBC News is a big deal. So, yeah, Chloe has really, to me, moved up the ladder so much as an entertainment reporter with the Today Show and NBC. So we'll have her on to talk about it. But that's what the rich and famous are doing today. You and I are grinding it out right here on the Yeah Come On Show. And, for me, I'm like, it's summer. I got kids at home. You're not dealing with that. Your son's off trotting around, and my kids are every day. What are we going to do today?
Yeah. Oh, summer with the kids your age, 5 and 9?
5 and 9, or 6 and 9.
6 and 9. The summer times are hard. You got to do the camps. It's not like school.
No.
So
they've already done a camp. They got another camp coming, and then right now they're just kind of in that void. July 4th's over. So it's like, who's got a swimming pool? Or do I want to pull out the inflatable that sprays water and leaves a spot on the grass, and I have to go out with my system? I've got a system. All right, there's the dirt spot where they kept sliding down. Rake, get the grass standing back up. It's sopping wet, so it doesn't need water. And just and then the next day, rake it some more. And I've got about a 3-day situation where you can tell something happened there, but it's not horrible. Mm-hmm. Grass is growing. Hell, my grass in my backyard is perfection. In the front yard, I've got the trees that have grown closer together, and I've got, not bald spots, but it's thinner. So I'm like, crap, man.
So you got a couple more weeks of summer.
This is hell for Dad right now.
A couple more weeks of summer.
Like 4? Yeah. 4 weeks?
I think they probably like the second week of August they go back. So
something
yeah,
like
about
that.
4 weeks.
Yep, and then we've got a vacation coming in September when they go on fall break.
You going to be like a 30A?
No, they're going to Charleston again. Hilton Head.
Okay.
We're going to Hilton Head.
But that's the week after, because like your father-in-law does the week after the Labor Day holiday.
To save money.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get it for half once you're out of season. But he gets a nice ass house. I mean, it's still $15,000 for the week, but it would have been 30 or 35. So all that going on. But the one thing that my kids have enjoyed, thanks to my father-in-law, because on 2 of the vacations they went fishing. I I despise it.
You're not a fisherman.
I'm
Never.
not. I'm not a lake fisherman. I'm not a
Deep sea
fisherman. I'll
Fish
go
off the pier at Panama City.
no and no. I just I don't want to catch anything. And then I'm like, what am I going to go to the trouble to clean this and eat this?
Yeah.
And I've been around people like I actually know pretty much what to do. Because I've watched it, so I wouldn't be totally dumb. But I don't. There's nothing in it for me. I just want to go to a nice seafood restaurant.
But the excitement of catching the fish, isn't that what it's about?
I guess there's a rod and reel. My kids have it, which really warmed my heart. My wife went and bought them, and I was like, all right, cool. I see what you got. I had a Zebco 202. It's a rod with about a 10-pound test line on it. You toss it out. It's great for 4 and 5 pound fish. Are you getting a bass? Are you getting, some brim or something stupid that any kid could yank out?
Yeah, brim is all I caught.
Well, then you probably started how I started. My dad put us off of a dock catching brim with a cane pole.
Yeah, with bamboo.
Bamboo or
pole.
cane or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, the same thing.
Yeah.
That's what I learned. All you did was drop it.
Yeah.
It dangled for a second and you got a brim.
Yeah, that was, and I liked it for a while when I was a kid. Actually, I won a little, I don't know what it was with the church or something, but it was some fishing contest, and I actually have a trophy for smallest fish. I caught the smallest fish in my kid group.
That's awesome.
But the other funny story,
They're the smallest
the other
fish.
funny story, when I was fishing as a kid, I was fishing. My mom was partying with some friends at a lake house, and I was on a dock. Same thing, just holding it right there, and there was no action.
None.
I fell asleep, and just all of a sudden, my mom hears a splash in the water. I basically fell asleep standing up fishing, and fell in the water because I was so bored because I wasn't catching anything.
Well, I guess you woke up quick.
Yeah.
I gotta get myself
and my mom was proud, and whoever she was with, because I was using someone's rod, and they were like, well, at least you didn't drop the rod. I held on to it underwater.
Oh, good man.
Well, so-
Good man. Well, you know what? You didn't drop the rod. Well, my kids are now fishing with a 222 Zebco. So I guess I started out with a 202 in the
For
mid-70s.
someone who's not a fisherman, you seem to know these names.
I know. I can't believe I've always known it because I tell the story of my one big fish catch.
Okay.
So we're at this lake in Monroe, and we're there with Father John Curran, who played a huge role in our Catholic lives because he had a place at the lake where he had a trailer there, an RV. Well, what do you call it?
Airstream?
No, not an Airstream, just a trailer. A trailer, like a trailer park. And he and his brother, who was also a priest, stayed there. They were friends with the family. That was a big Catholic family. And they had married all their kids, and their kids were a little older, and they were wealthy. And they had like all this acreage, like 80 to 100 acres with a lake on it. And Father John had a tractor there, and he loved that because that's what he was a farmer before becoming a priest in Ireland. And he's definitely Irish as hell, got the accent. So he would maintain their property, pick up limbs, ride around, do whatever needed to be done during the week if he was slow. So in the summers, he's going there. He invited not just our family, other families went and were subjected to the same crap I was, which is work your ass off and swim in the afternoon. Help me work, and I'll take you on a couple. He had a nice trailer. He'd hook up the tractor. We're all in the back. Redneck kids, we're running the back of a tractor. And then we'd fish. Well, my fishing story was I had gotten a Zebco 202 from my grandparents. I come out there, I throw it in the lake. I hook into a 10-pound, maybe 11-pound catfish. The rod is bent.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, God. And I'm sitting there. My brothers are losing their minds. We only had one nice team. They were using cane poles. So they've dropped their cane poles. Now it is 3 kids on one rod.
Trying to pull up this catfish.
Yeah, we're doing this and we're doing this. And I remember Kevin and Matt going out to where the water was, holding on to the line, trying to pull it in. I can't believe we didn't break the test line. I beached that sucker with my brothers. And that is the last big fish I caught.
That didn't inspire you to continue to fish? You didn't want to?
I hated it. I was like, why? And it was just nothing. So deep sea fishing, I've never ever done it. I've been deep sea fishing 4 times, and I am great at just sitting on the boat having some drinks.
Yeah. So your kids are fishing today.
They're fishing today with the neighbor across the street and her grandson. And then, and he's young, but her daughter is young and just had him young. It was one of those high school things, and she had him, and he's the sweetest boy. And they're still together. They just have not gotten married, so they're doing it responsibly. But what a cute little kid! So he comes over and plays sometime because she works. So it's my wife and the neighbor with 3 boys and 3 fishing rods going to some lake in Alpharetta.
And then what they have an Abco 202, what is Zebco?
Zebco 202. No, they're using the 222. It's the newest rod available at any sporting goods store.
Hey, it's Southside Steve, and I am at Small Sliders in Marietta, off Windy Hill, just before Cobb Parkway. And I got 2 orange boxes, and this is perfect. If you're a coach, or you've got a big birthday party, or you've got a team that you've got to provide snacks for, or any event, could even be a corporate event, check this out. You get fries. Look at that, a whole box, and plenty of things to dip them in. And then the next one, this is the fun. Look at the different burgers. I've got barbecue, 2 plain with just cheese, and then 2 with everything, including bacon. Something for everybody at Sliders, something for the big group at Small Sliders in Marietta. Yeah, come on.
CMC.
Michael. I've never said Michael. I always say Mike. Michael. All right.
I think he said, "Hey man, sometimes the buttons just freeze up," so it wasn't him.
Okay, it wasn't him, but Michael is. There's a lot going on today, so he's like he works just in the other room, but we can see him, and I know, and he's like, man, there's a lot of people here today, so I got introduced to a few people because Ted Jenkin of Exit Wealth and Exit Stage Left Advisors, he runs both. One he runs with Lee Heisman, the other one Justin Farmer. And we'll be taping the Red, White, and Green show right after this show. And Mike's like, does he need any help? I go, no, we're good. We got a guy. But I know, you're just trying to get ahead. I get it.
He's not ready for Red, White, and Green.
No, he's not. You're doing just fine where you are. So, but yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know, obviously, we're at the Exit Wealth Studios. And we're right here in Alpharetta with a studio in Buckhead. And I keep threatening to film down there. I think we're just going to have to find the right situation, do a couple shows down there.
Yeah, you tell me.
Because you could stay near the studio.
Yeah, I'm right there.
Yeah, so. It's convenient for you. All right, well, we'll take a look at it. Right now, it's time for a little Steve MZ, obviously. Oh, man, I'm going to go first. It's a couple tough stories. Now we're looking at things come together. I hate it when sports and politics or even good stories. I've got a pretty good story. I'll save it for sports, but I will hit Barkley. This is kind of funny in Steve MZ. You know who Barkley is, right?
Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley. Good job. Basketball player. He was on the list for and I keep saying I'm not going to bring this up, but it's there for the Taylor Swift Kelsey. I don't know who
he was
he's
invited
tight
to
with.
the wedding?
He was invited to the wedding. So you always wonder who's tight with who. I mean, she's singing.
Or they're just inviting famous people. They don't. It's probably not inviting all their friends. It's I'm sure they're inviting as many celebrities or well-known people in all the different entertainment industries.
Well, there you go. And I'm wondering if that is the case. And if that is the case, that's really. I mean, you should have a relationship with your wedding guest. But he actually turned it down, and I guess people are starting to ask him why he turned it down, so now it's a thing. So Steve MZ's got it. He said, nah, man, he's like, that's not my thing. I just didn't want to go. And you're like, well, why didn't you want to go? He declined because he said, I just want to play golf. I've got a week off, and I want to play golf. And that was his excuse. He's like, I'm not recording. I'm not doing anything. And it's my golf week, and no offense, but thank you. He politely declined the invite. No, I don't know when he got the invite, but it looks like other NBA stars got it too, and some of them said yes. So I don't know. Did
LeBaron James go? I don't know if LeBaron James went.
He wasn't there either. No, I'm looking. He just said that also he doesn't go to weddings or funerals.
Okay, so it's not just a Taylor Kelsey thing. He just doesn't. He's not a wedding guy.
Isn't that weird?
I love going to weddings.
Yeah, I don't have a problem. I mean, you saw we've seen the wedding movie where you pick up chicks, and then there was the wedding singer.
Oh, Wedding Crashers.
Yeah, Wedding Crashers and Wedding Singer highlights weddings to me. I've never had a problem going to a wedding. Funerals are not fun.
No,
they just aren't. He says weddings, and a lot of them to him are a big crap show. Barkley doesn't care. He just says it. So I don't know if there's been any kickback from Travis's brother, which is really one of the people that wanted him there. So obviously he's friends with Jason Kelsey as well. So all the Kelseys had to be there. But here's who attended. Steve MZ letting you know. Jennifer Lopez was there. Mm-hmm. Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks. These are people that you didn't see because they got to pull into the tent. Mm-hmm. We saw the B, C, and D's walking in.
Right. Well, the ones that wanted publicity.
Or wanted publicity.
Well, of course, that's all this is.
God, and it was a 2-day event you had to give up right in Manhattan over 4th of July. Stevie Nicks was there. Paul McCartney was there.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Tim McGraw, MGK, Dakota Johnson, Carly Kloss, Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran had to walk in from the outside, so he's looking for publicity. I saw Ed Sheeran filmed. And then let's see who else. Kelsey Ballerina, Rini, or whatever. Melinda Lambert was there. That's interesting. And, of course, the aficionado, what do you call it?
Officiator?
That's it. And I should know because I have been one twice, was Adam Sandler. So that was the big story. The other big story in Steve MZ, Kevin Bacon is celebrating his 68th birthday.
68?
He is 68 years old today.
Wow.
I had no idea Kevin Bacon was 7 years older than me. It's like a lot of these guys played in the movies that I'm watching as an 18-year-old. They're playing an 18-year-old, but they're 26. Mm-hmm. You know, and I could have done that too. I had that younger look. So nobody more than Ralph Macchio.
Yeah.
I think the guy was 30 when he played an 18-year-old in Karate Kid, and that's Steve MZ. Coming up right now, we're going to do a little Rap Star USA. We went out to Star Coaches and to Rap Star USA and met the man that does all the rapping, that runs the rapping, and it's really cool because I'm telling you right now, don't paint your car, don't paint your boat. Hell, don't even paint your motorcycle, man. They can wrap anything. And if you've got equipment out there that is being seen, construction equipment or yard equipment, and you're the master yard guy and you really want to stick out in the neighborhood, because, you know, when you ride by, you see what people do. Go to Rapstar USA. They can wrap all your equipment on the cheap. It looks great, and it's a good look for you. Screw paint. It's time to wrap.
Polydictainment.
All right, so this is kind of new. Things look like they're going to escalate in Iran. Trump is in Turkey with this NATO summit.
Let me tell you, I had my coffee with Trump this morning. It's like 4 o'clock there, and I'm downstairs at like 7 or 8 or whatever it was. And I'm watching him, you know, in the afternoon there talking, and he's talking to Zelensky, but he's also talking to the crowd. Zelensky's just nodding his head. And boy, Trump just he's not shy. He just tells it like it is.
No, and he's been saying this for a while, which this is one thing I agree with, that European countries in NATO, they need to pull their weight and contribute as much as we are in defending Europe. And so that's one of the points he was making in Turkey. But also, he said just a little while ago, the ceasefire with Iran is over. Ooh. And that we will very probably quote, attack Iran, quote, hard again tonight. So then each side's blaming each other for breaking the ceasefire. Iran blaming us blaming them. I'm sure Israel's involved with some of these attacks. So, it looks like it may be escalating again tonight.
Well, there was a situation that he referred to while on. He's talking about he likes defense weapons more than aggressive weapons. And that's where the technology should be, how to defend yourself against somebody. And he's talking about the Patriot. Then there's something called the U.S. or the Abraham Lincoln. And he was getting into it. And then he's like, well, little birdie told me. I don't know where. And he said, little birdie told me. And he's talking to Zelensky. He goes, not only can we help with this, but you're got a smart country. Y'all are smart people. A lot of people couldn't handle this technology. We're going to teach you how to build it. Mm-hmm. So he said, that way, if you feel like we're not giving you enough,
you can do your own.
You can do your own. So I'm going to teach you.
We'll give you the technology.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to teach you to tie your shoes so I don't have to tie them every day. And that's kind of that's how it hits home with me. So, but that is crazy that he's going to do that. Then he brought up, and I don't know the time frame. Speaking to your point right here in Politictainment on the Yeah Come On show, Jeff Cole knows all politics, music, and movies.
Well, I wouldn't say I know all politics. I have my certain, music and movies. Yes, I'm the Doc of Rock. But politics is, again, I got a lifelong experience with movies and music. Politics just really came onto my radar during COVID.
No, I'm kidding.
Because of Fauci.
Yeah, it's always.
And I'm waiting. I'm waiting for this hearing.
It's always Fauci.
Yeah, that's because that's what ruined the world. That's why we're in all this mess. All the stuff we talk about in Politictainment, I can blame on Fauci.
Yeah, I think if Fauci never existed and Obama never went on Oprah, we'd be a better country.
Well, we definitely would have been a lot more sexually satisfied.
Yes.
Because the AIDS crisis was all trumped up because of Fauci.
Thank you, Fauci.
Unnecessarily.
You freaked us all out.
Yeah.
You made me wear a condom several times when I didn't have to. So that being said, no, he said that we had like 1,100 missiles shot at one of our carriers in the sea near, outside of Iran, that they sent 1,100 missiles. He said that not one hit the carrier, and that they took every one of them out. They had about, I don't know what the warning time was. It's always 30, 45 minutes, what have you. They took them all out.
We did before they did.
They never hit the carrier.
Well, it still counts for them doing it.
Well, that's what he said. He said there are scores to settle. And you know what? 47 years have gone by. No president's done it. I'm going to settle the score.
Hey, this is Southside Steve at North Atlanta Golf Carts right here in Brazelton and Dawsonville, whichever one's closer to you. And I'm sitting in a Donago right now. This is a family 6-seater, sound, everything, all the bells and whistles. $12,999, and you start it with a key. No, a card. Yeah, come on. I forgot to tell you, it's got a rear backup camera. Awesome. Donago, North Atlanta Golf Carts.
Yeah, come on!
All right, it's time for sports. And I also want to thank Rockin' Taco right there in Canton Street, right on Canton Street in Roswell. Man, we had a good time there, and there's another good time coming. And they're advertising a big UFC fight that they're going to show there. The cool thing about Rockin' Taco, which we say is the party bar on the north side, and it resembles what in every aspect of what Buckhead used to be.
A fun Buckhead place.
A fun Buckhead bar. This would have been one of the biggest attractions in Buckhead if it was there during the late 80s and all of the 90s and early 2000s. And I love the owner because he knows that, and he's doing it. So for those that have moved here and walk in, you just think it's a cool bar. But he did it for people like you and I that have lived here, that lived through the Buckhead days, that are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and
they now
60s.
live out in Roswell.
Damn right.
Or north of Atlanta.
Yep. So Rockin' Taco, our next show will be the first week of August.
First Thursday of August.
God, man, it's going so fast. The first Thursday of August, and we will be giving you the details. It will be the Yacht Rock Schooner Band, which is members of Yacht Rock, but they do all the same kind of music. And I worked with these dudes 2 years ago at the Roswell IMC, the Roswell Music Festival, and they were there, and they're great guys.
Yeah, it's the scaled down version of the Yacht Rock Review, which is the full everything. So it's just the smaller, lighter version.
Well, there you go. And that all brings you sports. So, Jeffrey, in sports, it comes up again, 28-3. You know what that means, don't you?
28-3?
Yeah, do you know what 28-3 means? Think about it. It's a score. And
is it the Falcons? No.
Go ahead.
Is it not our Super Bowl 2017
yes,
score?
Yes, it is. Yes, that wasn't the final score.
Oh, okay. That was our score going into halftime. When we were just like, okay, we got this. Atlanta's finally going to win a Super Bowl.
God,
we were like, crushed it.
You have passed your test.
Yeah.
And this relates to what's going on right now in soccer. So what he did, and I hate it that he did it, he is going viral right now with equating what yesterday's soccer team did. Argentina was in a deficit. There was only 79 minutes left. And I remember the day before watching the U.S. team playing Belgium at 79 minutes. We needed 2 goals to tie and win. And they needed They were 2-0, so they needed 2 scores to tie, 3 to win. So they were in a worse situation than even the U.S. team with the exact same thing. I just remember looked at it, 79 minutes. They have 11 minutes of playing time, 5-6 minutes of injury time, and that's it. Man, next thing you know, there's a goal for Venezuela. And, Argentina, I apologize, Argentina. Then, of course, this guy has broken all records, which is why the GOAT kind of aligns himself. The greatest soccer player in the world, do you know who that is?
Ronaldo Gonzalez. Christian Ronaldo.
I love it. I love Christian Ronaldo, and I love you for saying that.
I got one name right. At least I named a real soccer player.
You did. But no, the greatest player for Argentina comes in, and this is who everybody talks about, and he literally is in a position to score, and he does. And the next thing you know, people are going nuts. So for me, I was like, is this really happening? They're tied it up 2-2. And then you're like, well, there's no way. There's only 4 minutes left. And the next thing you know, there's a penalty, what Egypt thought was a penalty. They go down the field. They're on the run. The guy with Venezuela, Argentina, this is the worst sports I've ever done in my life, is holding on to the ball. And he crosses it, and the guy's able to get a foot on it, puts it in, and literally only 2 minutes left, and they won 3-2.
So it's like Tom Brady says it was a comeback like they had playing the Falcons.
Exactly.
But what Tom Brady didn't say is they really won with a coin toss. See, if the game's tied in soccer, they add more time to the clock.
Right.
They don't do this. Oh, you get to punt the ball, you get to kick the ball, you can return one time. If you get a field goal, great. If not, whatever the rule was back then, it come to the coin toss.
It comes to the coin toss. You're right, and there was one.
NFL should do it like soccer. Add some time,
which a lot of us are for. So watching it, he talked about that nobody thought that the Patriots had a chance against the Atlanta Falcons coming back in, and they did the impossible. And he said it's the first time in sports that he's seen the impossible done. It was virtually impossible. Now here's the other problem: Egypt. There's a lot going on. The FIFA's investigated alleged incidents of racial abuse in our own stadium, Mercedes-Benz, right in Atlanta. There were things being said. I guess the coach of the Egyptian team is definitely a Sharia law kind of dude, and there was some sign he did. He gets on the field. He gets red carded off the field. And it got ugly because he was saying that, the fix is in, that no matter what, Messi has to win, the greatest soccer player right now, they're saying. So Messi has scored a goal. He scored like 8 goals in this World Cup so far. And Messi by far is the guy that nobody calls a penalty on. He's that dude. And a lot of people thought Tom Brady was that dude. And they're like, look, if this has to be Argentina, if they have to win it, then why are we showing up is what Egypt's saying. They had
why bother playing if the fix is in?
They said there were 12 uncalled fouls, and then they have them on film. There's a lot of people out there that are putting it out there, and there were some plays that you're like, yeah, that should have been called.
Maybe we need to have an X World Cup, like XFL came out, where you could just do whatever you wanted, no penalties, no fouls. Maybe we need a soccer league where you don't have to deal with these cards and the red and the yellow. You just get to kick the ball in there, and whatever it takes, it takes.
It takes.
Maybe
you're right, but I can tell you Mohamed Salah, which I think I got his name, and everybody's saying the NFL GOAT and Messi's the soccer GOAT. So Brady went out and said, referencing this unbelievable victory, it just reminds me of beating the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And he goes, it's just that one game that you look at that you're like, this is impossible, but I'm going to give it everything I got, and it happened. They came back. The crowd lost their mind in Atlanta. The party went on forever in our stadium yesterday because they could not believe their eyes. From minute 79, with only 4 minutes of extra time, in 15 minutes, they scored 3 goals and beat Egypt. I apologize for that, sports. I was like,
That was a good sports.
was it? I
Yeah.
felt like I was all over the place.
We've done worse.
All right, we have, but just in case there's a sports station looking at Jeff and I, look, that was just a bad ride, man. It happens. But no, you got to keep up with sports. You got to keep up with everything. And some days you just got a lot on your mind. I'm having a crazy day today, a fun day. I got a lot on my plate. What are you doing today? Are you riding around? Because where I come up with track 13s, if I like the track 13, I watch our whole show or listen to. I don't watch it because I'm driving. I listen to it. And I don't know what I think's cooler, watching us or listening.
Yeah, I do both too.
Yeah.
Mostly listening because I do it in the car.
Me too. But I like to get on the couch and watch the show while I'm doing something or eating a meal. But I listen to Little America out my butt.
Oh, I know.
I love that song. I played it for us. So now we've got a track 13 today. You did something by Van Halen.
We did, Sammy Van Hagar yesterday. So what do you have today?
Well, today I'm glad you asked.
How about war? What's it good for? Because we're escalating.
Absolutely nothing.
Because we're escalating.
God, that is the theme. We are escalating. I don't even know what to make of it. And they've already said it'll happen like tonight. So is that just shooting a flare for people that are good people to get underground? I don't think they're going to hit civilian targets. I think they're going to take out power grids and bridges.
Yeah.
That's what we're about to see.
That's what he's been threatening every time they break the ceasefire.
So I think that the Stone Age is coming to residents, and it's a shame because it's happening to good people.
We'll do Jimi Hendrix, Stone Free.
Stone Free.
I'm just naming songs.
I love what you're doing right now. Yeah. You don't have me with that. I'm looking at the artist, and I've got several things that I wanted to bring up, and you tell me if it's too much or not, doesn't work for you. I've got kind of an unknown artist with a great song in the early 90s. Just tell me.
Who is it?
Brother Kane.
Oh, well, we love the Brother Kane song because 96 Rock played that.
I do too.
We love the Doom.
Yeah, it's an awesome song, and I've got.
Let's do the Brother Kane song. We haven't done that since we started the Come On show back in December.
And I'll give you a little education. They had Brother Kane, and then they had Seeds. One album came out in 93, and one album came out in 95.
The 95 album. They opened for Van Halen on the 95 tour.
And they also, that's the one, when I met them, they were doing a signing in a Blockbuster, and I was dating the rep that repped them. And she took me there, and I met them all, and we were in Birmingham, and they did the streets of Birmingham like we did Music Midtown.
What was it? And Fools Shine On?
You're exactly right.
Okay, there we go. There it is. Track 13 today. Brother Kane. Watch the video. Listen to the song. Link is in the description. And Fools Shine On. Brother Kane. Track 13 on the Come On Show.